And in breaking news,
what happened?
Right on IG, Miss Taylor Swift has made a statement. She says, like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on issues at hand and stances these candidates take on topics that matter to you the most, blah, blah, blah. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe in, a warrior to champion them. I think she's a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. And it's a bunch of other stuff. And she says, with love and hope, Taylor Swift, childless cat lady.
Wow. First of all, can I just say, no, you did not just blah, 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 Tay-Tay.
It's a lie. It's a lie. And you know, Siege would be like, we can't read all of that. Would you get to the point? I mean,
I'm getting past all that.
This is huge. This is a picture with her cat, and she just, I mean, right now she's at 447,000 likes.
I mean, talk about grown-ass women taking a stand. That's what grown-ass women should. And question for you, Lonnie Love. Do you think this moves the needle?
I think that, for one thing, when it comes to Taylor, she was getting questions for last week because her counterpart, Brittany Mahomes,
right?
She's been liking some of Trump's tweets and his stories. And so people were saying, oh, she's MAGA. We don't know that. But because she was liking his things, there was questions of what was Taylor. Taylor hadn't endorsed anyone.
Right.
And then when the first football game for Kansas City came up, they did not sit in the same box. But when the U.S. Open came, Taylor and her boyfriend was there with Brittany and her husband, and they hugged.
Right.
So people were like, oh, my goodness, how is she? Which I feel like you can still, you know, you could be friends with someone that's not, you know,
you should
in your
be
politics.
Able to, absolutely.
But she hadn't endorsed anyone. So for this to happen right after the debate is huge. It's something that, you know, it will move the needle for her followers. She has great influence. She has gotten hundreds of thousands of people to vote. So she is letting it be known who she wants to vote for. And you know what? She was smart about it. She waited until the debate to make sure she wasn't embarrassed like that last one. And that's what it is. So I'm sure we'll be getting more endorsements, more people giving their feelings about this. This is huge for this country. This is democracy. This is what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to be able to freely talk about, you know, who we're going to vote for and why and what are our policies. This is wonderful. If you don't want to, you know, tell anybody who you want to vote for, that's your business too. But democracy is not pretty, people, you know.
Well, yeah, of course. But I can also say this is a grown-ass woman moment because Tay-Tay is now, you know, saying this is how I believe unapologetically. You know, she's not trying to pretend like she's somebody she's not. It's like you have to take a stand sometime as a grown-ass woman. And this is the year, in my opinion, of grown-ass women where obviously Kamala is our, you know, North Star, but you have to reckon with us. You can't be a person who goes around, and again, this is all alleged, and Donald Trump not telling you who to vote for, but a person who, you know, tells people you can grab women by the pussy and you could take away their rights for reproductive rights is not going to stand in this country. We as women, as grown-ass women, are not going to have that. So this is our moment.
Women around the world, there are so many things that are happening. If you look at Afghanistan, the rights of women have been taken. If you look at India, they have a huge problem with domestic violence and sexual assault. And so it's very easy for policies to be changed that fall into a dangerous zone for women. And you know, this is the reason why it's important for everybody to do their duty and to actually, you know, take a meaningful like really understand what's happening in our country. And what I like about this whole thing with them changing from Biden to Harris, it has energized the young people. It's gotten
Absolutely.
them more involved because this is going to affect their future. You know, and she even mentioned that during the debate, how all of this stuff affects them, the young people. If you have daughters, if you have sons, this election is going to affect them. My old ass is like, it is what it is. Okay. But, you know, for the future and just to see that she has re-energized, that's more important to me than, you know, a lot of things. So good on Taylor. Good on everybody that's going to continue to do the endorsements and speak up and speak out and be a part of the democratic process. That's all I want. Is
Well,
I
I
want
also
people to
want
be a part of it.
absolutely, but I also want people to stop underestimating women because once you strike a chord with us and try to take our rights away, we fought so hard for the rights that we have, which is the vote, reproductive rights, and then all of a sudden you try and take them away. Like, no, don't come for us, we will come for you. And that's what's happening right now. Like, women are galvanizing, which is a beautiful thing to see.